Good day, I am Liesel Brits with this week's top local news. In the latest statement from steelmaker ArcelorMittal South Africa, or AMSA, it has been confirmed that the bodies of its 3 missing employees have been recovered. This after an incident at the company's Van der Bijl Park works early yesterday morning, in which a portion of a 90-meter stack at one of the operation's coke batteries failed and fell onto the coke battery control room in which the 3 employees were working. AMSA said all 3 employees succumbed to the injuries they sustained. On behalf of the ArcelorMittal SA board, management and employees, CEO Cobus Verster expressed their heartfelt condolences and deepest sympathies to the families and colleagues of the deceased. Verster said they are extremely grateful to their own qualified emergency personnel who arrived on site immediately after the incident and worked through the day and night to complete the recovery operation with the support of local emergency services. The families of the employees have been informed and are receiving the necessary support from the company. Meanwhile, the company has launched an investigation into the cause of the incident, while all relevant authorities have been notified and have been on site. AMSA said it will cooperate fully with their investigations. Verster reiterated that the safety of their employees and contractors remains their primary concern. He said this is an absolute tragedy and they will do a full and thorough investigation to understand what happened so they can avoid anything like this from happening again at AMSA. Metal Workers Union Pakamile Mayola, meanwhile, today demanded that the Department of Employment and Labour must do a thorough investigation into this incident.
We have a long, painful history with ArcelorMittal and its brutal management, which has demonstrated time and time again that black lives do not matter. We are convinced that had it not been for the intense efforts of workers themselves, who volunteered and risked their own lives and took the initiative searching through the massive pile of rubble to locate workers who were trapped under the building, that we would not have been able to recover these bodies.
Save the Vaal Environment, or SAVE, said the report on the Vaal River pollution issue is quite a concern. The SA Human Rights Commission yesterday released a report in which it emphasized that the Emfuleni municipality, as well as the Department of Water and Sanitation, failed to resolve the pollution issues through billions of rands tenders. The Commission initiated an investigation in August of 2018 following reports from residents that raw sewage had been leaking into and polluting the Vaal River. The river is a source of water for over 19 million people. The Commission has recommended government take active steps to uphold the constitutional and legislative obligations bestowed upon them by communities. SAVE says they have been trying to address the issues since 2018, but neither party wanted to take responsibility. SAVE's Vice Chairperson, Maureen Stewart, says they are awaiting the department's response to the SAHRC's report.
The laws are there. They need to be enforced. And unfortunately, we've done a lot of talking. We've went to a lot of meetings. We have tried to avoid the court process. It's an expensive process. But ultimately, this is the route to go. And, everybody with a role and responsibility must be all brought together. And the government at all levels is not keen to communicate with civil society.
Stewart also says it is important to save the environment for future generations, and the pollution of the Vaal will ensure that that vision will deteriorate.
If we don't preserve our environment, we're going to have nothing left for posterity. And that is the big thing. We have seen at the Vaal in particular a deterioration of the ecology, the fish life, the bird life. These are all things that we want to see our children and grandchildren enjoy into the future.
Meanwhile, the organisation Undoing Tax Abuse, or Outa, has called for the prosecution of municipal and national officials for the Vaal River pollution issue. Outa's Julius Kleinans says it is preposterous that the officials have failed to fix the damage that has been done.
We have seen negligence in the past. We haven't seen anyone being held to account to date. Outa maintains an apathetic attitude and failure of the Department of Water and Sanitation to enforce compliance and criminal sanctions on municipalities. Forced sewage pollution is criminal, a human rights violation, and one of the biggest threats to water security in South Africa. We believe that if a municipal manager is locked up, then we'll only see change in sewage management throughout the country.
In another development, Save the Vaal Environment says an invasive alien species, water lettuce, has made its appearance in the Vaal River for the first time. The organization's marine steward said in a statement it was noticed in the Suikerbos River at its confluence with the Vaal River at Vereniging recently, and the custodian of the Vaal River in this area, Rand Water, was informed. Stewart said the opening of the Vaal Dam sluice gates has facilitated the rapid spread of water lettuce as a result in the fast-moving water in the Vaal River travelling downstream of Vereniging. This noxious weed can cause serious damage to our precious water resource, sapping oxygen and causing serious damage to aqualife. Its leaves are poisonous and can cause intense internal disturbances in humans and animals. Water expert Anthony Turton said both water hyacinth and water lettuce are manifestations of eutrophication. Turton said they have never been able to reverse that process once it gets out of hand. And the South African Weather Service has warned that the air pollution in Gauteng is putting vulnerable people at risk. The service has sent out an alert as a sulphur stench continues to hang over the province. It said that children, the elderly, asthmatics, and people with lung or heart disease should be extra cautious this week. However, it said the current air quality levels should not be a problem for healthy adults. People in and around the capital have been complaining about the sulphuric smell in the air for several days. Government has since said it will head to Sasol's operation in Secunda today, where the sulphur stench that's been hanging in the air is believed to have originated. The Environmental Department said the chemicals company experienced stressed conditions as the facility started ramping up operations. And this is the end of today's bulletin. Follow the news team on Twitter and Facebook at 90.6 FM News. Also, subscribe to our 90.6 FM TV News YouTube channel for more.